Let's see. I guess we can go ahead and get two-handed up, I guess. Talking to myself. I can't need light armor. Hang on, where is it? Let's try some of this, see what this even is. What the frick? See, I should have a Star Wars shield, don't I? Crap! I'm ready for bed. Think he did.
You've come to Dawnstar at a strange time frame. The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of it.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Sorry, gotta run.
We're at war with Leg Elf? Isn't he your husband?
No, he isn't. He's the enemy, and we are going to crush him.
Drafted into a war. How could my life get worse?
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
No matter what else happens, the guards will always be great.
Mine's safe, Snow. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Auric is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Scald. The
Ironbreaker mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver mine, and its fathead owner. You're wrong to come here, stranger. No That would be Jarl Skald the Elder. He's over in the White Hall, probably talking about Ulfric like he's the second coming of Talos. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The Jarl is tired. Be mindful of that.
Unless you're here to solve this night. That's right, Dawnstar. My Dawnstar is plagued with nightmares. I haven't slept properly in days. That priest of Marla who came here before you says the Divines will cure us. Well, until they do, I don't have any business to discuss with outsiders. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble. I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger. These dreams, she has an awful hunger. I must end her terrible influence. I need to return to... Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If I would simply ask that you trust me. Wonderful. My Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawn. Vermina resides in a... From her citadel at the center. Who can say? Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
This is a local favorite, and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all me. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Some French fries and some hot dogs. Or should I say glizzies?
This way.
No, okay. I don't really eat condiments with it, so.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer.
Nope, no nothing. What? How is that disgusting? How? I used to catch up with them, but I don't anymore.
People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her.
What he said is dancing.
Done and done. Who's there?
We fight to the last.
Where'd you... I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this. Do you need something?
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike. Once we get inside, all will become clear. Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open. Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
I'm gonna go to bed after this, so.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within. This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact. They mustn't stop us! Barring any more interruption, we're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level. Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world. Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated. All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged. Lady Mara! Take heed, they've awakened.
Wait! He's still under attack!
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me. Yes, my son. I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs.
I wish I could see what's going on.
I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink.
Should have bought my new one, the one I started, I guess, a few days ago.
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works. Let's continue. We still have much to do.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varen.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But, brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you.
Brother Thoric, we must
Yes, sir. And what might you need?
Then let it be done. Farewell.
You gonna invite me? You were inviting me, Z? That group y'all in? Ow. The group y'all in. Ow. That hit.
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it.
Time for your final rest. This is your final hour. Time for your final rest. Never should have come here.
Wait. There, Thorin, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you.
No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies.
I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara.
Then you leave me no choice. Take heed, get away.
How could you, Arendelle?
It's nothing.
I knew Varen and Thorin. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? Yes, you're right. If they needed to die so that Dawnstar could live, then it was worth the price. It's time. The skull must be destroyed.
If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara.
First, an incantation to remove the barrier. I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me. In time, I believe I will. I'd constructed a meager shrine tomorrow in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here. There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be
I'm not gonna go to bed.
it should be you.
Alright, I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all tomorrow.